Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on today's video. In today's video, I'm making some brown stew chicken. There's a million ways that you can make this, but this is my version. I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. So here I have a couple seasonings. I have paprika, I have chicken seasoning, Tony no salt seasoning, I have some adobo, and I have some chicken seasoning and garlic powder. I also have 2 pieces of scallion. They call it green onions in America. And I have half of an onion, and I'm gonna chop that up. I have a yellow bell pepper and a tomato. You could just use 2 Roma tomatoes. I didn't have Roma tomatoes, so that's what I had. I cut that in half, and I just used half of that. Just diced them up to not so big of a chunks, but not finely diced, but dice them up a little bit. So we're just gonna add all of those things except for the carrot and scallion to our chicken, add our seasonings, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our seasoning incorporated. And you want to let this sit for a little bit. This is always better if you let it marinate overnight. Since I didn't do that, I let it sit covered for, you can let it sit in the refrigerator, on a counter. I let it sit covered for about 30 minutes to an hour. Also, you will need some browning. If you don't have browning, you can just put some brown sugar in the pot and cook it until it gets nice and frothy, with a little bit of oil. Cook it until it gets nice and frothy, and then you can add your chicken to that if you don't use oil, and let that coat. So we season it up. You want it to look something like that. Now we have our pot with our oil, and we're going to fry this off first. This is where I was taught to do it. You do, if you already know how to make this, do the best how you know how to do it. So we fry it off. We take off all of our spices, like the scallion, the onion, the thyme, all of that stuff that's on there. You take that off. So you want to take it off so it doesn't burn. Your tomato, you don't want to cook it all in there, okay? We fry them up, let them get brown, a nice brown color to it. And after that, then we're going to move on to the next step. So guys, we're just gonna continue to brown our chicken, and it shouldn't take a very long time. I'm cooking this over a medium heat, so it should take probably about 5 to 7 minutes for just getting it brown on each side, because you're going to continue to cook this down. Once you stew it down, you're going to continue to cook it down, so it doesn't have to be thoroughly cooked all the way. Okay, we just want to add some nice color to that chicken, like that, and then flipped it, and we're taking them out now. For some reason, my tongs did not want to work. I was having the most difficult time picking up one of these chickens with these tongs. But anyway, so we're gonna take them out and let them sit over there with the rest of our chicken, and then finish frying the rest of our chicken. And the next step after we finish frying our chicken is throwing off some of this oil. You don't want to make your stew with all of this oil, because that would be too much oil, too greasy. We want to have just a small reserve in the bottom of the pot, okay? See, I had to get them chopsticks I was using earlier because that chicken did not want to come out, y'all. Guys, here I've drained off some of my oil, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my chicken back into the pot, and we just want to go ahead and have all our chicken back into the pot, and then we're gonna throw all our seasoning on there, and I'm gonna put some water in the container that I used to season up my chicken. You want to get all those nice drippings and everything. I also forgot to say that you're gonna need ketchup. When you're making brown stew, depending on how you learn, this is where my family make it. This is where I was taught to make it. We add ketchup, okay? So you're gonna need some ketchup, and I use about 2 tablespoons full of ketchup. You could add a little bit more, less if you want. So you just want to add enough water to cover, not even all the way, I say halfway, depending on how much chicken you got. Cover the chicken a bit, okay? Add your ketchup. Make sure you get that blended in really good, and then we're gonna cover. I cover and let it stew down for 25 minutes. Everything is gonna be nice, and you're gonna have a nice gravy. Depending on how thick you want your gravy, depending on how much water you would add, and depending on how much ketchup you would add. If you want a thicker gravy, then use less water. You know, don't have it come up to as far as I did. Gravy was fine for me. We ate it. We was good. I made it with some rice and peas, and we was good, okay? So we're just gonna cover this and let it simmer down for 25 minutes. And your stewed chicken is going to be so nice and tender, falling off the bone. And when I say I thoroughly enjoy this, you guys, I thoroughly enjoy this because I haven't had it in so long. So it was just so wonderful to me. I thank everyone for watching this video. Thank everyone who subscribed to the channel. Thank everyone who watches all of my videos. I pray that everyone is having a wonderful day, and that you guys can back and watch another one. Please, if you can, watch all the video in its entirety. It would help me so much, and I would appreciate it so much. Thank you guys once again. And also, you guys, if there's anything that you would like me to make, or you see that I've made and you want me to make a video or something about it, please do leave a comment, and I will truly get back to you with the video. Just have a little patience with me, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.